Good morning, Sonoran Living.
Well, they're a labor of love, a family heirloom, and a piece of art, and there will be a lot of these on display at the quilt show this week. Patricia Benner with the Arizona Quilters Guild is with us this morning. It's certainly wonderful to have you here on Sonoran Living.
Thank you for having us.
You have quite a few beautiful, beautiful quilts here, all handcrafted by gals here in our community.
Within the state of Arizona.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the history of the Arizona Quilt Guild.
The Arizona Quilt Guild is a nonprofit agency that services the state of Arizona. We have approximately 2,100 members ranging from age 10 through 95.
And so they all create quilts, and then where do they go? What do you do with them?
A lot of them are donated to charitable organizations. A lot of servicemen, service ladies receive them, children in crisis centers.
So how long have you been quilting, and how did you learn?
Myself, I've been quilting 6 years.
Okay, and so you just decided, I just want to learn how to do it? You fell in love with them, or what was the story behind that?
Decided to learn how to quilt. It was something that my grandmother did, and it skipped a generation. My mother did not. And then I started quilting and joined the Arizona Quilters Guild because they're extremely education orientated.
And so did they teach you, or you kind of learned you learned a little bit on your own, and then you learned from all of the people who have been doing it for many, many years?
Most of what I've learned has come from the Quilt Guild. We invite a lot of national teachers in, as well as artists throughout the state of Arizona, and some of our own members teach classes as well.
Let's take a look at some of the ones that we have in the front, and let's start over here on the left. And I know one of my best friends from 7th grade, well, she's madly in love with quilts, and Natalie told me that there are different shapes that kind of show not only a different style, but also a different technique and a different skill level. And if I remember correctly, this one that we're looking at right here with the kind of these points, that's kind of a more advanced.
It can be.
Can be?
It can be. This is a class that we're actually getting ready to have classes on in April, done by Karen Stone, is the pattern maker, and this is a very popular quilt. It's a paper-pieced quilt, and it's actually much easier to do than you would think.
And then it's different than, say, something like one of these over here that on the right, where this one has a different type of pattern to it.
This is a quilter who's thinking out of the box. She's a contemporary quilt artist.
Contemporary quilt. Okay, tell me about that.
A contemporary quilt is a little different than what you might have seen your grandmother produce. A lot of them are wall hangings or entered into challenges and international quilt shows.
And then what about something like this? I see you can pick this one up for me, and I'm going to pick up this peacock. When I think of quilts, I don't necessarily think of something like this.
This quilt here exhibits the Arizona Centennial fabric that was designed specifically for Arizona, and at our show we will be showcasing a challenge of these types of fabrics along with the actual Arizona Centennial quilt.
Oh, okay. And what the Arizona Centennial quilt, that will just stay kind of in the archives, if you will?
Well, today over this week it'll be in Phoenix, and then it'll go to Tucson for the Arizona Centennial project.
So people just will have the opportunity around the state to be able to view it and enjoy it.
And it has been touring the state. This particular quilt is a challenge quilt from Timeless Treasures. This was 4 pieces of fabric that were turned into a peacock by the artist who made this quilt.
So you have events throughout the year.
Yes,
Tell me about
do.
your next one.
Our next one is coming up March 8th, 9th, and 10th. It's the annual quilt show. We'll have on display approximately 300 quilts and several different types of vendors as well as lecturers. Bob Purcell will be coming down from Superior Threads. This quilt over here exhibits a lot of thread play in it.
This one right here?
Mm-hmm. All of the, everything that looks like a branch there is actually thread.
Wow, all these little things.
Yes,
I don't even think, I
exactly.
thought that was like a piece of paper with something textural on. I didn't realize that was actually fabric. That's amazing.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for coming in and sharing a little bit about your passion.
Well, thank you for having us here.
It's always nice